Okay, so welcome to the Wayzak Zoom. I'm Franziska Siragusa, author, Ascension leader, and principal teacher with the Diana Cooper School of White Light. I'm presenting this Zoom together with Wesley Oliver, a good friend and colleague. He's an angel and unicorn teacher with the Diana Cooper School of White Light. So I'm very happy that you have joined us for this sacred ceremony, and I will briefly explain before we begin for those who don't know what the Wesak is about. So this is a festival which is celebrated on the inner plains in the Wesak Valley in the Himalayas. So it's the highlight of the spiritual year on the inner plains, and it marks when a new spiritual year starts. So it's attended by the spiritual realms. So the ascended masters, the disciples, the adepts, initiates, all of them are joining in for this event. And we, of course, are also part of this. We are part of the planetary hierarchy. So each one of us has a role to play, has a mission and a purpose for being here. So we are working with the Ascended Masters, and we in our spirit bodies are also joining for this event. And in fact, the veil on this particular time, at this particular time, is very thin, so we can easily travel in our spirit bodies to attend the festival. So the Wayzak is an opportunity to raise your vibration. It's a time to commit to fulfilling your mission, and you may want to reaffirm your vows. Surely before we have come to earth and incarnated, we will have agreed certain tasks that we would do while we're here. So if we know what they are, if we feel that, if we tune in, then we can reaffirm our vows at this time. So it's a time for initiations and for spiritual growth. And obviously, right now, we're all experiencing the shift of the earth into a new higher dimension. So it's really time to step forward and help to co-create the new golden age. So we know about the structure of what happens in the Wesak Valley from sources like Alice Bailey and Dr. Joshua David Stone. So I'm not going to say much more about it, and the higher beings that we are working with, we will introduce them as we call them in. So the only thing I would like to tell you before we start is to, if you haven't got one already, to get a glass of water, and maybe you want to grab some crystals as well. So I'll give you a few seconds to do that. I have this special chalice, which I always bring out on this particular day. So the water will absorb the high frequency cosmic energies that we are cooling in, and we can then, at the end of the event, we can then drink it. And light a candle. Yes, Martine has lit her candle. I can see I've got a candle lit as well. So just to make it special. So this is a very sacred ceremony that we are doing. Okay, I think everyone is ready now. So I'm gonna start. So close your eyes. And focus on your breathing. Take a few deep breaths into your heart. And feel peace and calm enter your body as you relax. Then take your awareness below your feet and see your silvery golden roots growing deep into the core of the earth. And they are wrapping around an immense, pure white diamond that shimmers and sparkles in the core of the earth. The purifying energy from the diamond flows up along your roots, up and up, until it reaches your Earth Star chakra below your feet. Take a deep breath into your Earth Star chakra and allow the silvery fifth dimensional energy to bathe you. You're feeling very grounded. And the energy moves up through your feet, along your legs, into your fifth dimensional, bright platinum base chakra, through the pink sacral and the orange navel chakra, through the golden solar plexus and into the pure white fifth dimensional heart. Take a deep breath into the heart and set the intention to open it as wide as possible. Then move up with the energies through the blue throat, the crystal clear third eye, out of the crystal clear crown, through the pure white causal chakra above your head, the magenta soul star chakra, and about 1 meter above your head, the stellar gateway. And here you pause for a moment and allow the golden energy to bathe you. This center holds your highest dimensional aspect. Sense yourself merging with your mighty I Am presence. And affirm, I am the soul. I am the monad. I'm the light divine. I'm love. I'm will. I'm fixed design.
As you identify with your higher self, become aware of your connection with Source as he sends down a pillar of diamond light. It flows down through your chakra column, unifying all our chakras into one single column, and continues down into Mother Earth, illuminating her with the diamond clear source light, shimmering with colors so beautiful we have never seen before. Our Ansakarana, the bridge of light that connects us with the core of the earth and source, is shimmering and sparkling and reaches from the center of the planet all the way up to source. We are firmly grounded and stand in our power as masters.
And we are now going to unify as a group. So set the intention to connect with all our brothers and sisters. See threads of light flowing out from your heart into the hearts of everyone present here, of everyone who's going to listen to this later, and see threads of light connecting you with all of humanity, all sentient beings on earth and in the universe. And I'm now calling in the mighty Archangel Michael to protect us individually and as a group. See him wrapping you into a deep blue cloak of protection, and see him setting up a golden dome that contains our group now in a safe space. The blue energy that's surrounding you, that's shimmering around you, contains the divine masculine qualities of power, strength, courage, and determination, and you feel them flowing into your fields. And I'm also calling in high frequency Christ light from the Lyran Stargate and from Sirius. This light is descending upon us. It's filling the space we're in. And as we breathe it in, and out. It forms a protective layer around us. It fills us with love, wisdom, and healing.
I now invoke the Ascended Masters to assist us. In particular, I call in Lord Melchizedek, Eternal Lord of Light, to overlight this workshop. Lord Melchizedek is the being that enfolds our universe with his energy and is responsible for everyone that resides in it, and he is a father to us all.
I call in Lord Buddha, whose birthday we are celebrating today. He is the embodiment of wisdom, the wisdom of Source, and he is also the embodiment of enlightenment, which he found at the full moon in 544 BC, known now as the Wesak full moon. He was the first to hold the position of Buddha and has taken on the role of planetary logos. That means he ensouls the earth and is in charge of the evolution of all sentient beings, and he keeps us in his aura and in his heart.
I call in Lord Maitreya, the head of the Great White Brotherhood, who works with the vibration of purity and radiates white light. He holds the office of the Christ and embodies the Christ consciousness, the love principle. Lord Maitreya demonstrates and transmits the Christ consciousness to humanity.
I call in El Moria, who represents the office of the Manu. The Manu presides the office of Source on a planetary level. That's the spiritual government. And he is the being who carries the codes and energies of the perfected human for the new golden age. He also directs the first ray of power and will. And it is this energy that supports this ceremony.
I call in Saint Germain, who holds the office of the Mahachohan, or Holy Spirit, on a planetary level. He is also known as the Lord of Civilization.
I invoke Sanat Kumara, the previous planetary logos, who still overlights Buddha and the earth.
I invoke Alagobi from the first ray, who overlights Almoiro and is known as a master of silence.
I invoke Lord Lanto, Lord Kutumi, Dwal Kul, Paul the Venetian, Mary Magdalene, Lady Nada, Lord Kumeka, Lord Wuslu, Master Rakotsi, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Isis, and all the Ascended Masters. I call in the solar and the galactic logos. I call in the dragons and the unicorns to assist us.
Let us also call in Archangel Metatron, his golden orange ascension energies, and all the archangels. Let us call in our personal ascension team who assist us on our highest path. I call in Siragusa Bay, keeper of the ascension flame and in charge of the Ascension Temple in Luxor. I ask him to blaze the ascension flame through us and around us and connect us with the Ascension Temple.
And we are now ready for our journey. So visualize our group meeting on the inner planes, and together we travel across space and time towards the Wesak Valley at the foot of the Himalayan mountains. The views are breathtaking, and we can see an oval-shaped rocky valley with high mountains on either side as we are approaching. Looking down, we can see the disciples and initiates and the masters gathering. They have arrived from all over the earth and the universe for this important event. So take a moment now to socialize and greet old friends and masters.
Silence falls as the full moon begins to rise in the night. We are all looking northeast towards a straight passage. Before the passage, your attention is drawn to a bowl of water that sits upon a large crystal, and you can see it shimmer in the glorious moonlight. The three illuminated lords have positioned themselves to form a sacred triangle around the bowl of water. The Christ Lord Maitreya at the summit, the Manu Almoira on the right, and Saint Germain, the Lord of Civilization, on the left.
We are part of the huge crowd. We are connected as one consciousness, and we are swaying with the impact of the high frequency vibrations. The full moon reaches its zenith, and the three lords are raising their hands. we are all excited with anticipation at the arrival of Lord Buddha. As we raise our gaze, we can see in the distance a small, shiny point approaching. As it gets closer, it becomes brighter, and we can recognize the figure of Lord Buddha in the lotus position, arriving from Shamballa. He is wearing a bright saffron-colored vest, and he's immersed in the pure light of the Buddha. He has now reached the bowl and takes his place floating above it. He extends his hands to bless us all, and we prostrate ourselves to honor Lord Buddha and the sacredness of this moment.
Lord Maitreya begins to chant a sacred mantra used only for this special occasion to celebrate the intense devotion and dedication of the masters, disciples, initiates, and ours to the divine plan and the earth's shift into a higher dimension. Take a moment to tune into the sacred voice of Lord Maitreya. The vibrations are rising. Focus your attention on the Buddha and watch him transmit divine and cosmic energies from the heart of Source to Lord Maitreya. The energy circles from the Christ to the Manu, Mahachohan, the water, and everyone else present at this sacred ceremony.
See the bowl of water being passed around, and everyone taking a sip of the sacred cosmic water. And it is your turn now. The bowl is being passed to you. You take it into your hands. And as you drink, you feel the water running down your throat. You can taste it. And you tune in to its energy. Be aware that you are a divine channel. The high frequency cosmic energies are flowing through you into the earth. To wherever they are required, and to do good. And now take a moment of time to think about what you envision for the new earth. What would you like to see in the new golden age? You have a few minutes to get a clear vision. So think about this carefully, as it's very powerful.
You now have the opportunity to meet with one or several masters present here at the ceremony and talk to them about your part in the divine plan and your mission, the reason why you incarnated at this special time on earth. Let them guide you. Think about what you want to commit to and make it into a vow. You have 10 minutes for this, and if you feel like writing something down, please do so, and then close your eyes again.
Now thank the masters for the insights that you have received. Then bring your attention back to Lord Buddha, who begins to rise into the sky in the lotus position. He travels back through the passage towards Shamballa in the northeast. And you too meet with the rest of our group, and we travel across space and time, each one of us to return safely to your own space. And before we open our eyes, we are going to recite the great invocation which was given to us by Lord Maitreya. You can repeat the lines after me. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth.
From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth.
From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men. The purpose which the masters know and serve.
From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth.
And very slowly and gently, bring your consciousness back into your physical body. Take a deep breath. Feel the ground below your feet. And once more visualize your magnificent roots anchoring you deeply into the earth. And when you are ready, open your eyes, knowing that you are ready now to give your life a new purposeful direction. So you can share your experiences in the chat if you like. Wesley, would you like to share your experience? Anything you'd like to share?
I was just sitting now again in the last bit of energy before coming out of the meditation, and it feels like this crystal line of light which is just going from my cellar gateway all the way down along the back, down into earth. Very precise. It almost feels like a laser. But a wonderful calming energy that came from it. And it was great to talk to the masters after the ceremony to get some clarity and guidance for things for myself. So thank you.
Yeah.
How did you find it?
I had an interesting experience when we could interact with the masters. So I saw myself taking up the place of where the bowl stood. So I was within the triangular formulation of the Christ, the Manu on my right, and Saint Germain on my left, and the Buddha floating above me. And around them, around the triangle formation, I could see very close all the masters that I feel I had a close connection to. And that felt very, very powerful. And it seemed like an invitation to take up this position again whenever I feel like needing an impulse of source energy or wisdom or just energy from Lord Buddha, Maitreya, El Moria, and Saint Germain. And it very quickly came to me what vow I wanted to take. So I wrote that down, and within this position took my vow.
Wow.
For my next
and I see
steps ahead.
Liz touched on the moment where as we were drinking from the bowl and the church bells start ringing in the background. That's just a wonderful divinely timed affirmation. So it was fantastic to hear that, almost a celebration in the background with the church bells ringing that you would hear after a celebration at church. So that was very well timed.
It was perfectly timed. I'm sure they've orchestrated exactly how fast we're going to speak to get to that point at that exact time. Let's see what, Liz is saying that. Laura, that was soothing yet powerful. And Liz, the church, yes, it was church bells. Thank you, Magna, for joining us. Annika Moro, I got a message from Saint Germain that one of my purposes here is to work with the violet flame and to teach others to work with it. Well, that's great. So you can literally take a vow that you're going to do that. If you haven't done that, then you could still do it now. Martine, I love the church bells, divine timing the bells, peaceful and grounding. Okay. Anyone else wants to share? And of course, we can also now, if you want to, we can sip together from the water we have. So this water will have absorbed everything from this ceremony. So we can drink it and offer it to family members, plants, animals. Love your martini glass. Not sure it's a martini glass, but I ordered it. I wanted something ceremonial. It's got the figure of a woman below. I don't know what you can actually see, but it's actually a woman. And Martine, I especially connected with Lady Nada, Mother Mary, and Kuan Yin. It's very Italian glass. I ordered it from the United Kingdom. They ring the bells in the Catholic Church as they raise the host at the consecration. I was met by Jesus, who talked to me about love and my path to spread the Christ light. Wonderful. So you can take a vow, Camilla, to do that for the Wayzak. Thank you, Katarina, for joining us. So you got a wonderful personal message from Lord Melchizedek. Thank you, love. Okay, no more messages. Martine loved the feminine and masculine energy, both taking your turn to guide us. Yes, it brings a balance into it, doesn't it? I'm aware of that. So I do like doing events with Wesley for that reason as well. Cynthia, I got the message from Mother Mary and Archangel Metatron. I remembered my vow to move into 5D so I can take my place as a teacher, helping to bridge the gap between humanity, 3D and 5D. That's a very great mission. Liz, a vow came to me at the end, and that was very helpful. I was taken into a room full of Lemurians. Okay. So we got a couple more minutes, 2 more minutes before 1 more minute. Anyone else? I'll take the opportunity to tell you about a course I'm teaching. So it's starting next Saturday. It's 4 Saturdays in a row. It's Ascension into the New Golden Age Part 2. You may have seen it in my mailings. So you're still in time to register for that. We're going to do a lot of interesting work and especially clearing work. And I've learned something new recently, which is healing with seashells. So we're going to remove traumas from the heart with seashells. So if you'd like to join me, you can still do so. So it starts Saturday morning. You can email me to get more details, or you may already have them. Thank you, Barnett. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so we can stop the recording, Wesley. It's 7 o'clock.